I don't want to go into anyone's home and say, you have to get rid of all the screens forever. It's not going to happen. So we do need to, and in a way, we're at that point. Many people have grown up with screens from birth, whereas, others of us have, acquired screens. The TV was a big scary thing growing up, right? How much TV are kids watching? It's so violent.
But you can't take it with you everywhere. That's the difference.
Now you can take it with you everywhere. Exactly. But we do need to find some ways to build some regulation around it. And that's another routine that we can think about, is to build some boundaries. When is it okay to answer the phone? When is it not okay to answer the phone? Or a text or any other bling that comes in through that phone.
It's like, I noticed some people, when you send like, a WhatsApp or a Snap, and they don't respond. I don't mind, but they would come and say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't respond to you.
Yeah.
It's expected to respond within 5 minutes.
Right. Help others to start to learn that and be okay when it's not an immediate or an immediate response, but also to help ourselves to start thinking through that and kind of step back from it. It's hard.
It is.
It's really hard. And that's, I would say that's across, all ages. It's difficult because it's connection. And as humans, we want connection.
Yeah.
I would say too, though, as humans, there is a need for regularity. And so a boundary is a way to help kind of build that regularity into not just scheduling, but also thinking through, like, when is use that, what is it called? The do not disturb function on your phone, because again, sleep's really important.
It is.
Right. There are things out there to help you to start to step back from this constant need to check. But it's a step. And the other thing is that particularly with families, the more you as an adult are modeling those skills, your kids will start to pick up on that, even though they're fighting you along the way.
Yeah.
It's just as hard a change for them as it is for you. Maybe it's even harder for you.
Yes. I think
you have to do it.
Can't get out of it, But as you say, it's really hard because most of our lives start evolving around these small devices. Like, we socially connected, we see entertainment in there. And even like if you think about something, you just go and Google it.
Right.
So
you don't have to remember anything anymore.
No.
Kind of nice when you're older.
And it's when you talk to people, I'm glad you mentioned the point about sleeping, the constant, urge to go and check. When you say, do you sleep at night? And they say, I sleep. But the fact is, they use their phone until, they pass out. And then, like if their phone kept beeping, they might wake up at 2 and 3 and then go back to sleep.
Right.
But I wouldn't call that a good sleep or good care of yourself, even though you call it sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, the one thing we know from research so far is that when there's a TV in the room, there's a screen in the bedroom, we know that people are not. So the more screen time you get, the harder it is to fall asleep, particularly if you're getting a lot of screen time before bed. There's the physiological piece where it's delaying that release of melatonin, but there's also, a lot of our families when I talk to families, they're saying, well, he uses a screen at night. It's to calm him down. Totally understandable. Yeah. Because when you look at somebody who's watching a screen, they are relaxed, right? They start to relax when they do. But what we know is that screen isn't necessarily, it may be calming the body down, but it's not always calming the mind down.
Yeah.
And that's something that we know through all kinds of other research is something that you need to be able to do. That's really difficult.